Hello and welcome. So it's probably about a week later. I, I spent a lot of off-camera time updating these things. So they were very time-consuming to make these power flowers. And I had to wait all night to be able to upgrade to the next tier. It was just taking a while, so I just figured I'd get these all upgraded as far as I could. So I did that, which led to a few other achievements in the process. So we're at the final one now, so we just need to get another star to complete this page, I believe. Yeah. And then let's see, what else did I do? While I was waiting, I did some chicken breeding. Got a few different chickens, but that is a whole rabbit hole of craziness to get some of these things going. Let's see, tools. I made a few of these tools that I saw. And yeah, but today's focus is going to be deep mob learning. So we now have enough EMC to pretty much make anything. But we need nether stars to go forward. And it looked like you can generate nether stars with the deep mob learning. So I've already went through and I made all the different machines that are required. So it should just be as matter as putting them down and killing some mobs. So let's see, we need a point, or no, yeah, points. Let's get some points. Let's set up some tables. So we're gonna put a, what is this one? Simulation chamber. So you put in, where is it? These data cards. So you take, yeah, here we go. I have one of a blaze. So you can kill mobs with the data model set for a mob, and you make those through different recipes. Let's see. Yeah, like Ethereum dust and a model gives you that. So like a zombie is rotten flesh. And you get all these different models, and you just put them in the simulator, and it generates materials, which then you can use the loot fabricator right here. You put the material in, you select the item you want to generate loot from, and it gives you the loot that those monsters could drop. Pretty good way of generating some items that are harder to get, especially in these skyblock type mods. So let's go ahead and hook this one up to power. I don't know if I'm going to have a large enough power system. So I still have these coal generators way over there. So that might be something we have to upgrade. But let's go ahead and let's take the blaze model we had already. Let's see if we can run it yet. We might have to get it to basic first. Yeah, so it says insufficient data. But it takes this polymer clay to run. So what we're going to do is try to kill some mobs. Let's put that back in the data model. What else do we? Let's make a few more of these. So let's go here. Wither skeleton requires a wither skull, which I don't think we can make that either. We gotta kill. We're gonna have to go to the nether for that. Do we have any in there? Nope, we don't have any of those. Enderman. We have an ender pearl. Let's do that one. All right. Oh, clear. I didn't even grab the tablets out anyway. Let's see. Put that in there. Put that there. All right. So we need some armor. I think I don't have any armor, so let me grab some diamond armor real quick. Oh, I guess I don't have diamond armor, so pair of pants. chest piece. Helmet. And boots. Yeah, put all those in. Take those out. That should be good enough for these basic mobs. Let's see, we got power to both of those. Oh, and to make all these machines, you require this suit-covered redstone, which is just a matter of doing this. Redstone. Put that on there. So you just left-click it, and it generates it on a block of coal. So it's pretty easy to make. Put those in there, and there's also a trial. It's like a waves and waves of mobs that you can kill that require keys that are attuned, but we'll get to that. So we need to figure out how to get some mobs. We don't have flight, and so going to the nether is not a doable option. But we might be able to turn this off. Here, let's get some bricks. All right, let's move that there. Let's see, let's turn that. Let's get a nice little spot we can fight on. And let's turn it off. All right. Should one-shot everything with this guitar thing we got, but maybe that's too much light. Can we make slabs real quick? Wow, nothing's spawning. There's something. So we can... Oh, do I have like a loop in there? Is that why it's so inefficient? It's funny. No, there's no loop. It's all straight lines. Yeah. But we need... Yeah, this is not going to be efficient. Huh. I said that, and then Enderman spawned. Well, I went to the cut. So, yeah, this might work. Just going to need to make a little bit more of a platform. While we're waiting on more mobs to spawn. I probably am going to destroy all of this eventually. Once I get the deep mob learning set up, there's another monster hunting machine called Woot, which is way better, but requires more work. This is really slow. There's a skeleton. These are spawning really slow, so let's think of something else here. Alright, I thought of an idea to get some blaze data models, so I made these things called fell pumpkins. Let's see, and they spawn blaze. It's just, you know, some basic materials, and then you put it on top of 2 metal bars, like so. Oh, this is a bad spot. I'm gonna need a bow. Let's take this and have to spawn these closer to the, alright. That was a lesson learned. Let's spawn it over here in the middle. So let's put some bricks down. Alright, so we just place the pumpkin on top. Boom, 2 hits and it dies. And we're almost ready to upgrade this model to the next level, which we can start simulating with. There, so our model has been upgraded. Now, we could keep killing those, but I don't really see the point in that. So we can put the model in there. We have a lower chance of the pristine, which gives better loot, but let's see, deep. So if we go here to this, and then we can look at, is it, how do we get to it? Yeah, this hellish matter. So yeah, here we go. You can craft different nether items from it. So I can get soul sand, which I need for the Woot machine to make more monsters. If I have end stone, I can do that. So that's why I wanted the ender one, or the where is it? Enderman. Yeah, this one, which gives this material, and that is used for making. So if you get skeletons, you can get the nether star, the pearl, the end stone, everything like that. So it's pretty good. Need end stone also for some other high-end crafting items that I haven't made yet. So it just takes a while to process. So I've already gotten 5 of the hellish matter. We can take those. Those are direct craft. So you take them into your crafting table. You can hit R to see what you can craft with them. So if you right click on it, we can go back to that list. So if we need gas tiers, blaze rods, in my case I wanted some soul sand, so boom, now I have soul sand. And then it's just going to keep churning through these. And I think this will upgrade itself. So yeah, every time it kills something, it will upgrade 1, I believe. Or that, yeah, it looked like 7 to 8 right there. So in 48 kills, so 48 processes of this simulation, it will go to the next tier and the next tier and next tier until it maxes out. So it just takes a lot of power to run these machines. And then you put the pristine in here and you can select certain higher level. Let's see what those are. Yeah, this pristine. How do I get to it? There we go. So in the loot fabricator, I can get blaze rods or I can get sulfur. And then I think I needed sulfur for, what was it? Sulfur goes there. A sulfur chicken. Sulfur chicken. There was something that requires sulfur. I just can't remember what it was at the moment, but that's how you get sulfur. Alright, so I'm gonna let this run for a little bit and I'll be back. Alright, so I built a little monster farm using these drops of evil, which make things spawn, just to make it easier to kill these things, since my other spawner over there is kind of harder to get to. So I'm just here. I built a bunch of data pads or models for creeper. I still have the enderman, zombie, skeleton, witch, and spider. That's everything that can spawn in this thing. So mostly trying to get enderman. That's what I really need at this point. So I'm just gonna kind of kill these until I max them all out. It's at least basic. But I needed to do the trials because I want to make this armor. Where is it? Glitch armor, which allows creative flight. And then once I have that, I'm going to try to do the nether. We're going to need another absorption hopper. Right over on this side. These are probably one of the best hoppers I've seen. They just like suck in everything that's really close. And I use, what are these called? Ender chests? Or is it? Yeah. So you can program these to be colors. I put it up on top, but they have 3 colors on top. You can set those to the different, there we go. Okay, so the code, and then they'll correspond to all the other ender chests of the same color, so they kind of link. So I have white, white, white over there, which I'll go show us real quick, because it's kind of a neat early game way to make EMC. So all the monster drops come in this chest, and they go into here, and this crate kind of filters them out. It was automatic. I didn't really have to set any filters on these. But yeah, so the loot crates and the Infernium essence will all stay in here. Everything else will go in here and get converted to EMC and then get put into my EMC bank. So all the monster farms kind of do this kind of filtering thing like that. It doesn't really generate that much. As you can see, that other one over there is really slow at this point. I built that on like day 2. Come on. Yeah, my creeper's upgraded. There's a creeper. I think I built this one at a better angle too. There, everything's getting sucked up. So if I do 2 of these ender tanks and then I get green. Let's get those. Let's put those down. So I used green, green, green as the link for my experience tanks. So I can take that. Break. Yeah, it's right here. That one's white, white, white though. I broke it too close to the hopper, so yeah, hopper picked it up instead of me. Let me go over here. And where's one more of those things? That's the only downside of those things. Anything that drops on the ground near them, it gets picked up. Alright, so green, green, green. So like, if they had fluid on them, they would be linked together. It's pretty cool. But I'll pick those up, and I'll bring them over here to this. Drop one right there. We'll filter fluid to there. See how the experience goes in there. And then the same amount of experiences in there. We'll send that to east. Now, those 2 get filtered into the same tank, which I have an XP bottler running over here. And yep, right here. So they bottle the experience, puts them in here. It's pretty nifty. I'm not sure what experience is for, but at this point I think I probably should be enchanting some of my gear. If I'm going to go to the nether anyway. I don't know if this nether is souped up like in other mods or not. But I do know it's a void, and the only thing that spawns are other fortresses. So that's going to be an interesting thing. But there is a chicken I need to get from there for the nether quartz chicken. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get a chicken to spawn in the void of there. And from what I read, it is simple as using soul netherrack in a big area, and it'll just, there's one. Come on. Come on. There, we got that one. How many more of those Endermen do I need? 4 more. Yeah, I haven't had many of those kills yet. Hopefully we can get zombie up to the highest rank. There's a witch. Zombie or skeleton, because they have pretty easy trials. And they drop the glitch pieces to make the glitch armor, so. Yeah, got skeleton to advance now. So I'm gonna grind at this a little bit longer, and then I'll be right back when I get these finished up. Alright, so I set up a little arena to do this trial. I made a trial key with a zombie. It's advanced, and sometimes we'll get blazes to spawn. So we have a bow. Let's try it out. So we're gonna get 5 pristine zombie matter. It just spawns lots of zombies. So we're superior now on our zombie data pad. They're pretty easy. The only hard part is they randomly spawn behind you and whatnot, so that's the thing. You do have to stay in this 15 by 15 area. I think this area is like 1 block bigger, but because all my pads are 19 by 19. But it fits just fine. We want to get one of these up to self-aware. There we go. We got some reward, which is this pristine matter. You can always take the pristine matter to the loot fabricator and pretty much generate any loot you want from that mob type. So zombies only give you this kind of stuff. So it's pretty interesting. But the lower end stuff is not as important as the high end stuff. And so we've had the blaze model going for a while. It's upgraded from basic to advanced. And we have 2 of these pristine blaze, which I believe those give, yeah, the blaze rod and sulfur like we saw before. So that'll be useful. And yeah, so this just takes a while to upgrade that automatically. And they can all be upgraded that way, but it just takes a lot of time and power. And I've still been trying to get more Endermen. I'm 3 Endermen short of a basic, and then I'm just gonna have it go through the process. Yeah, but this takes a while, so I'll be back. Alright, back here. I did a few trials, but I kept getting destroyed, so I started enchanting some gear. So we're gonna enchant a few more things, and then we're gonna try a trial. So I found that you can make soul-bound books using the soul of an Enderman plus a vibrant crystal. So I thought this was kind of cool how this block moves, and it gives you a Ender crystal. So we're just gonna make a few of these. Let's see what else I did. I also moved my experience from the bottler to this because I got sick of dropping the bottles everywhere. So it goes from the ender tanks to this drum, which stores a bunch, and then yeah, it's pretty nifty. It just drains it on me. But just drop these in here. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, that. Use my experience. use my experience again. I just need 5 of them to soulbound my sword and my weapon armor. Alright, let's take all the armor off. So I've already made the glitch armor, but I had failed at the trial like 3 times before I even made this armor. So I'm going to go through that here in just a second. Actually, I need the soulbound book. So book and quill. Let's grab a few of these and drop that in there. And let's go in that slot. Inner crystal. Those are expensive. Let's see. I don't have enough experience there. Let's grab some more out of here. I need to like reverse bottle all this experience I have. I'll be right back after I get the levels for this. Alright, I'm back. I did not finish the experience required to get all those enchants, so it's just gonna take a very long time. So I deleted that other mob farm. I closed this one back off, turned it back on, just let it automate over time, get back to the experience. But let's go ahead and do a trial, and then I'm going to show how to make glitch armor. So this is a self-aware zombie. It's got speed, regen party, and empowered glitches. Empowered glitches is just the glitches that spawn that drop these hearts. Have more than 1 hit point, I guess, because they take a few hits. I also have upgraded my swords to the max damaging it gets. So every time this sword kills something, it gets a little bit more damage, up to 18 damage. So it now does 31 damage per hit. The guitar I had originally was only 24 damage, so it should be fine. And I'm also using a gluttony charm, which allows me to instantly eat food. So if I instantly eat these apples, I get some bubbles. One of the problems I had early on was I was getting destroyed by these trials around wave 6. I just didn't have enough regen or health to continue. So here we go. Let's do this. It looks like we're going to be able to one-shot most of these that aren't in armor. So that's pretty nice. These little ones are the hardest. Their hitbox is so small. They always spawn like behind you or you're not looking. Upgrading the sword seems to have helped a lot. It's also got 4 or 5 on it, which is the only enchant I originally had when I first did it, and it didn't seem to make any difference. I guess I was just used to the RL craft version where each pretty much makes you invulnerable to damage because it regenerates so much. Let's see, we're on wave 6. There's a glitch. These glitch just spam me with these knockback up. One-shot him, so that's good. We got 1 heart from him, which is really nice. In a minute I'll show you guys how to turn those into building materials to make the actual armor and the sword. For me, this was pretty difficult without the armor or the enchantments and all that, so I didn't have the same issue when I did this in Sky Factory 4, but I think it allowed you to do flying, and I think I had a different bow that I could just kind of cheese it by sitting 4 or 5 blocks above the spawner. So This one doesn't let you fly when you're inside the 15 by 15 square while the event is active. There we go. So we got 4 hearts total. So let's do this. So to turn these hearts into actual things, you have to first left click them against a block of obsidian. And then we get these unstable fragments. Let's pick all those up. Then you need to take the unstable fragments, drop them in water with lapis and gold, and then start fizzling, and it's just fragments everywhere. The numbers don't matter. I mean, you can put a full stack in there and you get them back. So we got 27. Let's go to crafting table, deep. So you can make a sword with 2 of them, pretty easy. Armor, pretty easy. Ooh, what's this? You can put an electric jetpack on it. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. And then the helmet. I've already made a full set of everything. And none of this stuff is EMCable, so that is a thing that you'd have to keep in mind. And let's see. So that's how you make the armor. Pretty much all of deep mob learning really is that. And then I've had this Enderman going this whole time. And I'm just coming over here to replace the polymer every so often. He's still not to the max tier, but same with the blaze. He's almost there. So much easier than actually killing them. Let's see here. Yeah. And then I did find this. This is kind of a useful tip. This enchanting table right here of the book on top, like a little lecture, actually lets you craft specific enchantments. So, where's like power 5, right? 60 flint, some lapis, and book and quill. Boom, you get the enchantment. That's how I've been making the specific enchantments I've put on. So I made the protection 4 with dark steel and lapis, and let's see, what was the other one I made? Ending is yeah, at first I was like, another star, I'm not gonna get that. Then I clicked on this one and I found it's just an XP rod, which was these ignits from Ender.io, which they're pretty easy to make. You just go to the alloy smelter, soul sand, gold, and what's the other one? Yeah, so they're pretty easy. It's just I would recommend getting some enchantments before you do it. But I think that's it for deep mob learning. I'm just gonna let the XP farm run for a little while. See where I go. Probably enchant a few more things, and then we're gonna have to go to the Nether eventually. Need to get a nether quartz chicken somehow. I can't seem to figure out how to craft one. Let's see. Nether quartz chicken. Quartz chicken, nether quartz chicken. Yeah, so I have to breed. Oh, that is different. Oh, glowstone chicken. Yeah, I don't. So there's it's like a circle. So I gotta look into that more. That'll take us through these other chickens we're missing over here, and mob slaughter. We're gonna get into factory control, which is the Woot monster farm. We're gonna probably build that and get rid of this thing. That is a more automated farm, kind of like the deep mob learning, but way more automated, and it lets you do withers and I think ender dragons. You get these game over crates. Yeah, game over crate, which pretty much drops creative items. So it's just pretty cool. Draconic armor. Yeah, and so I think that's where I'm gonna head next. I want to eventually finish up the power flowers. I need another star for that, but I think it was in. Yeah, I I thought I could make a another star from this without having the skulls. So I'm gonna have to go to the Nether, get a chicken, some wither skulls. I need, I think, 6 kills to get started and get the in here, and then I can spawn the wither skulls, I believe, from the deep mob learning, which will let me feed the woot machine, which will let me just spawn withers to kill those to get the game over crates. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and collect all these rewards. I didn't realize I had so many. Just lots and lots of gold. And yeah, I'm not sure. I got 200,000. Not sure if there's anything really worth buying anymore. I mean, I can buy this armor for the sake of buying it, but I think these creative items are really what I'm gonna aim for. Oh yeah, there's a trick. I'll probably do a separate video on this when I get the last power flower, but you have these time in a bottles, and you just make one because they don't stack. But when you're on the lower level power flowers, if you just go like this, speed it up and watch the speed up in the corner. It like went a whole 1.0 theta hertz. I think that's theta. A trillion maybe, I don't know, but it sped up a lot, and you can literally speed all these up. So we're at 4, 5. I mean, that's literally how I was able to speed up this whole process, just by speeding all these lower level ones up until I had enough to make these gray. No, they're fading matter. So I was able to make those, and then I just kept making those until I had enough. And I have more EMC now than I know what to do with. So that's really what's going on with that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. Thanks for watching.